They tell stories about monsters, so they don't have to remember the choices that created them. Illidan Stormrage was not born a villain. He was forged by fear, by failure, and by a world too fragile to face the truth. When salvation demanded sacrifice, he paid the price alone, and for that, they named him Betrayal. Illidan Stormrage did not crawl to the Legion in desperation. He approached them with intent. He had watched the sky burn with fell fire. He had studied the patterns of demonic magic, measured their hunger, their patience, their inevitability. Illidan understood something others refused to face. The Legion was not coming if, it was coming when. And when he stood before the burning Legion, he did not beg for power. He offered knowledge, the well of eternity, the source of Azeroth's magic, the heart of the world itself. To Illidan, this was not treachery, it was calculation. If the demons were coming regardless, then someone had to decide the cost. And Illidan Stormrage intended to be the one holding the scale. While Illidan weighed his answer, others listened to the world itself. Malfurion Stormrage felt the tremor in the land. The well of eternity was no longer stable. Its power bled outward, warping forest and stone alike. Nature recoiled from it, as if from an open wound. Tyrande Whisperwind turned to Elune, seeking guidance where certainty had failed. Night after night, she prayed beneath the moon, asking not for victory, but for the strength to choose what must be done. Together, the defenders of Azeroth reached a conclusion none of them wished to accept. The well of eternity could not be controlled, could not be bargained with. As long as it remained, the Legion would return, again and again, to close the gateway, to deny Sargeras forever. The well had to be destroyed. It was a desperate plan, a final gamble made in silence. They knew the cost, the loss of magic, the collapse of their empire, the end of everything they had built. But if the world was to survive, it was a price they were willing to pay. And so the defenders prepared to strike, unaware that Illidan Stormrage would soon stand in their way. Illidan Stormrage learned of the plan in silence. No council summoned him. No plea was made. The decision had already been reached. The Well of Eternity would be destroyed. To Malfurion and Tyrande, it was necessity. To Illidan, it was annihilation. The well was not merely a source of power. It was the axis of the world, the font of magic itself. To destroy it was to blind Azeroth forever. Illidan did not see salvation in their plan. He saw only delay. If the Legion was banished once, it would return. If not today, then tomorrow. If not by Sargeras, then by something worse. So Illidan chose certainty over hope. He went to Queen Ashara, not as a traitor, not as a servant, but as a warning. He told her of the Defender's plan, of the ritual, of the moment the well would be unmade. He did not beg her to stop them. He did not swear loyalty. He believed knowledge was power, and that power, if preserved, could still be controlled. But Ashara did not hear a warning. She heard opportunity. When the defenders struck, the trap was waiting. The ritual was interrupted. The legions surged, and the world broke. In that moment, history chose its word, not strategist, not visionary, betrayer. The ritual failed, not because the defenders lacked courage, but because the Well of Eternity was never meant to be contained. Arcane power surged beyond control. The earth cracked beneath the city. Ley lines snapped like sinew under strain. The skies ignited. Oceans rose. Mountains shattered. What followed was not a single explosion, but a chain reaction felt across the world. Entire Kaldorei armies were swallowed by collapsing land. Cities vanished beneath the sea. Forests burned with arcane fire that did not consume, but erased. This was the price no one had calculated. And in the chaos, Illidan Stormrage lived, not because he stood apart, but because he had already embraced the power that tore the world open. When the screams faded, Azeroth was broken, and the age of the ancient world ended in a single, irreversible moment. The Legion was banished, the war was over, but victory demanded a culprit. Thousands and thousands of innocent people died. The Kaldorei gathered amid the ruins of their world, seeking justice, seeking meaning, seeking someone to blame. Illidan did not flee. He did not deny his actions. He spoke plainly. He believed the well should have been preserved. That magic was Azeroth's future, not its sin. But belief did not matter. Lives had been lost, armies destroyed, an empire drowned. And so history chose its verdict. Not strategist, not visionary, not savior, betrayer. A name carved deeper than any prison. A sentence that would follow Illidan Stormrage for 10,000 years. The war had ended. The world lay fractured by power it was never meant to hold. And Illidan Stormrage was about to be judged. This was not the end of his story. Only the moment history chose a name and carved it into memory. Thank you for watching. If you wish to follow the true legends of Azeroth, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and continue with me into the next chapter.